guys, welcome back to my channel. Pixie Lace Rose here, and today I thought I would do a little swatch of the, hopefully I'm saying this right, the Ofra and Manny MUA collab. Now, I got these maybe 2 weeks ago, and I wore it for the first time last night, and I put up an Instagram photo and people were really keen on the colour, so I thought, hey, I'm gonna start doing some lip swatches because I have so many liquid lipsticks now. It's getting a little silly, and mine's the bags under my eyes. I've been awake since 4:30 this morning because I had to get up to get the Jeffree Star, more Jeffree Star. I currently got, I think it's like a 10 or 11, and I just grabbed another 5. So, so it's getting a bit out of hand, but hey, it's makeup, it's fine, I'll wear it. Back to topic. So the Ofra, please tell me if I'm saying that wrong, and Manny MUA collection. Let's start off with my favourite of the three is Charmed. That's what I'm wearing here. And I love it. It's so pretty. So it arrived in this little box like this. Now, when I first got this, I was like, damn, that looks fancy. Now, it didn't take too long to get here, as I said, and in terms of price, so they were, I think there was like a 30% off bundle, and it was like 3 for $35. Now, to Australian, I think that was about $50, so it wasn't too bad. That's including shipping, and it got here in 10 days, 2 weeks. You do know, hopefully, that Australia, we pay a lot more money for things, which is silly. I can't even open this box. Okay, so this is Charmed. Now, Charmed is more of like your dusty, rosy pink. Formula is really different to anything I've had before. So it is so moussey and creamy. I'm going to do 3 swatches on the back of my hand as well as on my mouth. Just to show you what they look like next to each other and also to show you what they look like on. So far, that's Charmed. Now, I'm going to take this off with my wet wipe here. I've got this cutest mirror. So I work for Benefit, as most of you probably already know. If you don't, I'm a brow expert at Benefit, and I don't have to pay for my brows because I work there. So I do them myself. At the brow bar, which is really funny. Everybody always laughs at me when I'm doing it. And the other week I actually paid to get this. I paid to get my brows done. It's a Benefit mirror, and it says, "I'm so gorgeous, I make myself nervous." I think that's adorable. There's a hair on it. Always hair everywhere. Caleb's hair grows everywhere. That was Caleb's hair. Don't ask me how it was there. But yeah, so it's this gorgeous mirror that folds out, and like you can sit it together. Oh my gosh, like that. Obviously if it's on a sturdy thing it's easier. So you can sit it together like that, but it's this massive love heart that you can just fold up and use. I love it. I think it's adorable. So I'll take this one off. So bye Charmed. By the way, I'm wearing my Morphe palette. Loving that. Okay, so next I'm going to do Hypno, which is the darkest of the 3. So that's the mauvey kind of tone. It applies so easily. I love liquid lipsticks like this. I only really do little bits at a time because I have a tiny mouth, so I've got to be really precise with where I'm putting these lines. There's Hypno. As you can see, it's a lot darker than Charmed. It's still really pretty. So these do dry quite well. They are still a little bit sticky. It doesn't completely disappear, but they don't feel drying on my mouth. Like it's quite natural. None on my teeth. Okay, so there's that one. I'll put it next to it, Charmed, on my hand. So there you go, there's Charmed and there's Hypno. And now we'll take it off. I see some girls do like 28 swatches in a row. I couldn't imagine doing that many. I'm doing 3 and that's enough. Okay, so the last one I'm going to be doing is Aries. So this one is, I would say, sort of like your nude dusty pink. Comes off really, really light, as you can see there. So I'll pop that one on for you. There you go, there's Aries. So there's the 3. I really do apologise for this lighting. There's the 3 there. So we've got Charmed, Hypno and Aries. Charmed, Hypno, Aries. There you go, in the bottles. Now the bottles are gorgeous. They're like glass of some description. So they feel really nice when you're holding them and when you're putting them on. So I really do love them. As I said, so it, you know, I always say, girls always ask me, oh, how long do they last? And I think to myself, I think if you've got something on your lips that you're gonna eat chips, oily food, and that's not gonna, you're gonna want it to come off. I don't know what would actually be in something that would stay through oil. So the easiest thing, like you can remove them with the normal, you know, this is just a normal wipe. But I love to remove them with coconut oil just to make sure that everything gets off. Now, if something didn't remove with coconut oil or, you know, oily food, I'd be worried what's in it. So I never worry about staying power. For me, it's all about how it feels on my lips. So I'm one, I don't like things being drying. Everybody, I feel across the board, feels that as well. So staying power, I'm quite happy to reapply. And that's with this one. So last night when I went out, we had burgers for dinner. I actually patted it off because I didn't want to be putting it on the burger. It's just making a big mess. So, you know, burgers are messy enough. So I took it off a little bit with the napkin, not too much. And then I reapplied a lip gloss afterwards. So I figured I'm only here with my boyfriend. I don't really care about who sees me afterwards. So I just put a normal gloss over the top and it still looked really pretty because I took off a bit, but it had stained my lips a little bit. So I loved that. Now, staying power, fine. You know, tackiness, it feels really good because of that moussey consistency. And then in terms of reapplying, yeah, you're probably going to have to reapply it if you go out and eat or do something crazy. But to go out after, you know, clubbing or whatever you want to do, I think you're going to love this formula. Manny has done really well with these colours. They're 3 completely different tones, yet they're all kind of in that same family. If you do like something quite dark, obviously go for Hypno. If you are, I feel that even Aries is quite light on myself. So that's why Charmed is my personal favourite because it does have that dusty, rosy pink to it. You know, I would compare it, not necessarily, well, I actually can show you, but to Candy K by Kylie Jenner. So I'll just run and grab that and I will compare that. So here's Candy K, here is Charmed. They are, you know, as you can see, they're completely different, but I will show you. But if you do like Candy K, then that's kind of, you know, the colour that I would suggest to go for will be Charmed. So there you go, next to each other. Sorry, I'm so sorry about the lighting again. I had it last time, it was great, and I was like, I'm going to show these guys my backdrop. No. By the way, there you go. So now that you've seen that, I'm going to go back to the window again for this next video that I'm going to do. But there you go. So definitely I will be buying again from Ofra. I do love their liquid lipsticks. I'm going to grab a couple more. I'm going to grab just their normal range. But Manny MUA, amazing. So happy. I really do want to get your Makeup Geek eyeshadow palette. Dying to get that. That will be next on my list. But guys, highly recommend. Go buy. And otherwise, subscribe to my channel, check out all my other videos, check out my boob videos, whatever you feel like doing. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day and I'll speak to you soon.